Who would have thought Steven Spielberg would try his hand at comedy? Yeah, today we're going to be talking about 1941 from Universal Pictures, released December 14th, 1979, starring Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Christopher Lee, and a whole pile of others. Written by Robert Zemeckis and Rob Gale, produced by John Milius, and directed by Steven Spielberg, obviously, who also did like Duel, Jaws, Sugarland Express, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and a whole pile of others. Had a budget of $35 million and it made over $94.9 million at the box office. It did better overseas than in North America, but still, this is actually a pretty surprise hit for me. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny and stuff. This is my first time ever seeing it. I didn't even know it really realized it existed. um, yeah, basically the story of this film is the Japanese are in a submarine and they come to count the coast of California. The start intro to this film is hilarious, where it's like starts off like Jaws pretty much, and then instead of a shark, it's a whole submarine. This girl skinny dipping stuck on top and stuff. And they come looking for Hollywood to seek their revenge, but they're actually at the coastline of Los Angeles, or something. And basically, whole pile pandemonium ensues because Colonel at the military base gets word of it, and then a whole pile of crazy antics start happening as the townspeople and stuff try to get ready to defend their land from the Japanese and that. And it's just complete and utter chaos in the whole film, and it is so funny. Yeah, there's tons of good scenes in this, and a lot of it never doesn't stick to one narrative. You follow like 20 different people, and it's like one thing leads to another, and it all accumulates to a huge climactic ending and stuff. And it's still a fun watch. It is really long though. It's like 2 hours and 35 minutes, and yeah, so it's quite a marathon to sit through. But if you can take the humor and stuff, like if you're a fan of Animal House and the National Lampoon stuff, you'll find this one pretty amusing as well. And yeah, it can come off a little racist though at some points, so just giving you a heads up on that. But overall, I thought it was really enjoyable. There is a couple things that wasn't really to my taste. Like, I'm not sure if it was done intentionally or not, but the lighting situation in the films, tend to be off. Like, the character talking, and it'll be like the glare from the light will like sort of distort it a bit, the picture and stuff. And there's like some odd angles and stuff. I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but yeah. And then the musical numbers are pretty funny in this too. And there's even like a civil brawl and stuff. They took a lot of inspiration of like tons of other actual historical things and are poking fun at it, making a big spoof out of it. And I think it's really enjoyable. And there's some cool action sequences and stuff in it. And it's just something totally different than you'd expect from Steven Spielberg. And yeah, there's besides the lighting issue and that it tends to drag a bit in some scenes and that, but overall, I thought it was pretty well done. A lot of people like crap on this film, saying they'll never watch it again and stuff. There's everything from slapstick comedy to some good jokes. Some of the jokes can be a little dated now, but it's still a fun time. Like, I'm surprised most people I haven't found this earlier and stuff like that. I would have loved it as a kid and stuff. So definitely an interesting watch. Not much negative stuff to say about it. Just that some shots were a little odd, odd choice and stuff. But that's how the filmmaking industry goes now. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it besides that I didn't like certain camera angles, which is a little odd. But yeah, everything else seemed to fit perfectly, and they definitely wrote the characters in well enough to keep it cohesive. So definitely an interesting film. Try to find it. The trailer's down below if you haven't seen it, or if you forgot about it and you want to check it out. It's linked down below like always. Also, I'm giving this film 4.5 out of 5, only because pacing and that some of the camera angles kind of threw me off a bit. But other than that, it's still a fun, enjoyable film. If you have 2.5 hours to spare, try to find this one. And yeah, trailers linked down below like always. My Instagram is always linked down there too, where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. So make sure you follow me there so you keep up to date. If you want to know what I'm going to be talking about next, I got a couple big blockbusters coming up, so I'm going to be talking about. So make sure you subscribe, because you don't. Also, we'll probably have no clue what I'm going to talk about next, because I never plan ahead very much. So definitely subscribe, like this video, share so more people are aware of this film, because I think it's super underrated. And if you comment down below if you've seen this video. Let me know what you thought of it. Did you like it as much as I did? Do you absolutely hate it? I'd love to hear about it. Also, if you have any other films, any films at all, that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below too. I'll try my hardest to get to them as soon as I can. And yeah, but that's enough for the 70s of Spielberg. I think it's time to start dipping the toes into the 80s for a few. So let's see what I dig up next. So, but I can tell you this: the next one's a big blockbuster and has to do with an alien landing and finding his way home. So that's a huge giveaway. I'll see you in the next review. Make sure you subscribe. See ya.